What's up, everyone? Mikey Underdog in the building, and today I really wanted to touch down on with you guys is one of the most important thing I think you need to have when you're trading, and that's the mindset, right? You know, not a lot of people understand how the market runs. It's based off two things: fear and greed. All right, you know, when you're trading, sometimes things are not going to be all peachy. They're not going to be, you get caught in a stock and it's just ripping and you're so green for the day. It doesn't always happen like that. All right, there's too many people that get stuck into these AMC runs or HKD or the GME things where they just take an entry and it rips. That's not really what trading is about. If you want to be a consistent day trader, profitable trader, if you want to do something like this for, you know, the bigger picture, the long term, you know, gotta build a strong mindset. This week was a pretty big week actually in comparison to what we had last week, and the concept that it wasn't all just, the momentum wasn't just pouring out. It wasn't just like, you know, consistent huge days. For me personally, and I know a couple other people, it was like red to green every single day, right? And so I want to touch back on mindset again because it's so big, right? And especially for me, when I was trading this week, it wasn't just, my first trade, it wasn't great. My second trade wasn't great. You know, there's been times last week where I was pretty much red until 1400, so 2 o'clock. All right. The market opens, the bell opens 9:30, and then the bell stops, the market closes at 4 p.m. So 9:30 to 1600, that's when the market's open. So there was times where it wasn't until like 2:30 p.m. I'm finally just getting green. Now I'm locking in some green P&L. All right. There's too many people that at first couple trades we take, they take, and it's like I'm red. And now what happens is you're once you start feeding into that emotion when you're trading, you're there's a couple things that happen, right? I think three things that happen. One, you're not going to take that next setup that comes, right? Two, you take that setup and you take it with small size. All right. Three, you take that setup, but you're so worried about being red again on the trade that you're not really paying attention to all the small details that happen. Okay. So, as a trader, to be super successful, in my opinion, you have to build a strong mindset. All right. Trading, doing something like this is not, something you just wake up one morning and you're going to be great at it. All right. It took me a long time to just understand my broker. All right. Just understand how to use this and, a way that I can find, you know, simple, right? Mindset. I need to use my platform in a way where it's easy, it flows, okay? So just because you're red for the morning or even a day, it doesn't mean that you're throwing away all the hard work you put in, because every single day you got to get up and you have to just keep developing your mind. You got to just keep developing a strong mindset to get past all the red days, all the bumps, all right? If you're looking for perfection in this, you're going to fail at it. And that is going to set you back, all right? You know, um, again, all day this week, or last week, sorry, all day, it was red to green, red to green. So, what we decided to do was kind of like step off the gas. Let me just wait. Let me wait. Let me not size in too heavy and then dig myself out of the hole all day. All right, so that was happening. But one of the most important things that I had going into every day was, you know, I don't care if my setup fails. I'm going to try it again. All right, I'm going to try it again on a different name. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try. You know, we have 9:30 to 4 to be profitable, to be green. Maybe to take a big loss and minimize it to a smaller loss, and then start over the next day. There's so many people that are so stuck on to right now. I need to make this money right now. I need to make this loss back. All right. The faster you can turn that switch off and stop looking at your P&L in the sense of I need to make X amount of dollars today. All right. Or the reverse. I can't believe I'm down 5K today, 6K, or it all depends on your, the relative count and size, your count size, right? Um, to me, being down 5K is not that much right now, all right? But being down 500 to somebody is a lot, okay? So don't compare yourself to other people, your friends, someone else these other guys who are trading for a long time, okay? Focus on you. Focus on building your mindset up to what you can accomplish every single day. All right. I think this is a game too that you have to be super focused. You can't be juggling something over here, stepping away to go do something, coming back. I think you have to be present and really give this your all. Okay. I don't think it's something that you can be. If you're having a bad day, maybe you need to just again take it slow. Okay. Um, One of the biggest things that I go over and that my buddies are like, I don't know, how are you doing this? And what I mean by how are you doing this is how are you taking a certain size right away? How are you maintaining these levels, all right, of hammering plays? And it's something that I built over time. It's discipline. I discipline my mind to trade the way I trade now. And it's not something that just, an empire doesn't get built in one day, right? I was talking to my uncle the other day, and, great things don't just happen overnight, all right? It took me a long time to build a strong mindset, a disciplined mindset to become the trader I am now, okay? No matter what happens throughout the day, I know that if I am red, I can get green. If I'm red today, it doesn't mean I'm going to be red tomorrow. I might have a red day today, but tomorrow I can have a huge green day and it just completely wipes out that red day. Okay. Now there's a difference. I'm not saying to be reckless. I'm not saying, I'm red on the day. Let me just full account this next play. You know, really find your edge in the market. Once you find your edge in the market, build that discipline from that edge so you can continue to grow and know when it's time to hit the gas and when it's time to lay off the gas, okay? And this goes both ways, all right? Now, I talked about being red. I'm red, I'm red, I'm red. I'm being consistent. I'm calm. I'm looking for that next play. All right, there's so many plays out there. There's so many tickers that are going, that are running, whether it's small caps, mid caps. One thing that I saw my buddy Eric do the other day is that I think, he's big red on small caps. Right away, he flipped his mindset, flipped the switch, traded options, and ended up being flat for the day. That's a big win. All right, from being big red to break even on the day, that's a win. You know, so instead of just being green and being all happy that day, it was a challenge to put away those emotions and find something that can get me green, something that can make me money today. Okay. Another thing too, right? Being big green. Say yesterday you hit so big. I think a lot of people need to understand why they hit big, why they actually made money. Say you made $1,000, it's like, holy crap, this is a lot of money now. All right, and then the following day, your ego is like this high. You're just, I'm gonna make another 1,000 today. If I did it yesterday, I could do it today. You start trading. Your mind is all over the place. You're kind of just, you're hitting the gas. You don't even know why you're hitting the gas, but you're hitting it, and boom, you're down 3K. You just gave away back. You gave back all your gains. This is the biggest loss that you have now, or you could potentially take it now, and then boom, all of it's wiped out. All that, that high that you had from being that green, is gone, right? And now what you're doing is you're crippling yourself for the next day because you really just don't understand why it happened. All right. The faster that you guys can put away all those emotions and understand why you're trading, when you're trading, then you're going to start developing a strong, disciplined trading strategies. All right. A big thing that I hear, Thiz is like, find the setup. Let's find the setup. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to find the setup. I'm going to attack the setup. And here's the thing when you even do that. Say you might wait an hour and that setup comes, you take it and it fails. Dang. All right. That's fine. You know, as long as you can show consistent in your setups and in your trading, for a long period of times, it's okay to fail. You're going to fail in this game. You know, I am not the trader I am today because I just got up and I took some of these setups and I made a bunch of money. I failed more times than I won. All right. There's times, even last week, where I took these trades and I failed 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 and boom, we nailed that one setup that opened up, dollar 50. All right. I made all my losses back and now I'm super green. If I said, I'm just gonna shut it down, I don't want to trade it anymore. I'm just gonna lock it away. Boom, I'm red. Now my day, I'm just kind of a little off. I have that poor mindset where it's like I failed. I'm not good at trading. That's another thing I hear people, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like, oh, I suck at trading. I'm not good at it. I gave away all my hard work. Listen, I'm sorry, but if you want to feed that stuff into your mind, you're gonna have a bad mindset going into tomorrow and for the rest of the day, into your future trades. But if you can squash all that and understand why you failed today, you know, what was going on, what threw me off, was this a ticker? Maybe it was just something that, every stock is different, right? Um, Over here, I got Vero up because, again, Friday it was just pretty much red all day, and boom, Tommy pointed out, he goes, and this is your setup, dude. We got a 5-minute flag right here, low volume pullback, pivot play off 1650s. That's the setup. Let's look for a daily breakout above 18 bucks. And the thing ended up squeezing all the way up to almost 20 bucks. All right, that's a sick play. You know, Again, instead of being emotionally attached to the loss, let's just put it like this. I took the L. Where's the next play? Boom. Nailed the next play. Let's go. That's why I'm so passionate about, my trading now and, of how far I've come because I put in so much work. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I know that I'm not going to be a perfect trader on every single trade I take. Guys, I'm very transparent with you guys on the Goblin Floor. I show you guys my losses. I lose. That's perfectly fine because while I'm losing, I'm learning. It's like that trading saying, we never lose. We either win or we learn. So I might fail on a setup, but let me learn from that. So now the next setup comes, I know what to look for. I continue to grow. All right. So again, um, really wanted to talk about this because I wanted to go over some trades this week. I have Vero up just because that's the setup. This is the setup that I look for. A flag, low VPA pullback, pivot play. All right. There's plenty of times that week, last week, where they failed. They didn't work. But that's okay. Still super green this week. All right. Locked in some good gains. It wasn't like, week one, but um, went red to green every single day because I know what to look for. Stayed calm. All right. Don't lose sight of what can happen 15 minutes later after something that didn't work out. All right, if you just keep going into, I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail, then you are going to fail. But if you go into something saying, hey, I found consistency, I know some of them are not going to work, so let me learn how to manage my risks on those that don't work. And you might take a couple cuts. This one might not work, that one might not work. Okay, risk management. I'm protecting my capital for the next play to come. So as soon as that next play comes, you hit it hard, you nail it, and then you can shut it down for the day. All right. You don't need to be one of these guys who are trying to look for, the moon and the stars every single day. You know, find out what you need to make per day, lock that in, and build a cushion. Build that cushion so you can start stepping out of your comfort zone to building your mind to take more size, to take more risk. All right, don't just hop into something and start taking these huge losses to where it's handicapping your mind for tomorrow, next week. All right. The market might slow down for a little bit, right? Maybe for a couple days, a week, but it doesn't mean it's going to slow down for a setup that can come, that can potentially squeeze, make new highs, squeeze out some shorts. Same thing both ways, right? You might have this sweet short setup, but since you're letting all these failures cloud your mindset, you might not take it. All right. If that was the case, I'd probably be red 80% of the time. Imagine that. If I tell myself I just failed, I just took an L, I'm down 5K. This whole week I was literally down between 5 and 12K every single day. And then now I'm red 8K, 10K, 6K, 2K, 3K, whatever it is. Big red, five figure days. Mindset. You know, Stop worrying about being perfect. Stop worrying about taking a couple L's. You know, Start building some discipline that can take you places farther than, anything that you could ever imagine. All right. Real quick before I get off, something that I do that helped me get to where I am is, guys, I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. All right. Listen to some ET, Eric Thompson. You know, Feed stuff into your mind that's going to help get you to the next level. Okay. Don't listen to anybody else. All right. I don't care about what, he says, she says, put in the work that's required to get you to the next level. You gotta fail. If you're not failing, you're not learning. All right. If you're sitting on the sidelines and you're getting all this screen time, which is what you need to do, but if you're not in that trade to deal with the emotional aspects that come with it, then you're not going to learn how to get to the next trade, to how to deal with taking more size for more risk. In this game, I learned, something they just told me again, it stuck with me. You're the only person in the market while you're momentum trading, day trading, that's going to give you a raise. And the only way that you're going to get a raise in this game is to take more size. All right, I'm not saying everyone you need to take huge size. I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't hit me with that one. I'm just kind of giving you, what I go through every day as a trader. Go through the L's, go through the bumps. But all it takes is that one play to make it all up. All right. There's days where every single trade I take, I'll green on all of them and have an amazing day. But it's not always like that. Okay. But all right, I hope you guys learned something from this and actually sit back and understand that everything's not going to be perfect when you're trading. You're not going to win all the time, but it's the people who have a disciplined mindset that are going to be, sticking around for the long run. You're going to be here a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, and break levels that you thought you could never break. All right. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace out.